Hey guys, so it's been a little while since I've actually done a video where it's me on camera, so here we are. But as requested by a community poll that I posted a while back, I am going to be showing you guys my collection of shoes that I have. So there's quite a few interesting pairs in there, so I hope you guys are looking forward to seeing that. So I don't know how good the quality is of this video, but the quality in this room is really bad. It's to do with the light, I think, so sorry about that. I'll probably go outside for the actual shots where I show you guys the shoes. But I guess I'll start it off by saying what kind of shoes I like, because it all started off with Adidas. Adidas is probably my favorite brand of like clothing in general, so I always said to myself that I'd get like a bunch of Adidas shoes, so I did. And I ended up getting this pair of shoes. It was green EQTs. I have no clue what year they're from or anything, but I ended up just finding these on like Gumtree for a $5, so I bought these. And that was how I realized the quality of more expensive shoes is just way better. So then I kind of just went on this like quest to find the most comfortable shoe. We did have some more EQTs along the way. I mean, I still have these like original ones that I wore, the green ones, but they were probably some of my favorite shoes that I've ever had. I did get black ones because I needed stuff, but as you can see, these are like destroyed because I wore these to absolute death. But yeah, they're still, you can still wear them. It's not like they've got any like holes in, they're just really like beat up. So it just shows how like reliable this model is, which is why I keep buying them. They're mainly used for like work. That's what I use them for, because I don't really want to wear kind of more expensive shoes for that. But yeah, that's how we get on to some actual expensive ones. I remember coming into school one day and this guy from my class was wearing Yeezys. So I didn't know anything about shoes back then. And this guy was like super hyped because he'd got them from the drop on Adidas or something. And everyone was like, wow, those are so cool and they're so rare. And to that day, I said to myself, I was like, one day I'm going to own a pair of Yeezys. So I got one. Okay, so the first experience that I had buying Yeezys, I basically just went on eBay to find some second-hand ones, because there was no way I was paying the full amount because I simply couldn't afford it. My first pair that I bought were these black Mono Cinder Yeezys, and they look so cool. But the thing is, I didn't know anything about eBay's authenticity guarantee policy or anything back then, so I bought these because they were way cheaper and I might have got scammed. I didn't even realize until afterwards that people even made fake ones, or you're allowed to do that, but a big part of me thinks these might be fake, but I'm not sure. One of the reasons being that they get damaged so easily. You can see this like mark on this one, and then on this one there's also a massive hole from where it's just worn super quickly. But I did buy them a size too big, so they're really loose, and you can kind of see how it's kind of rested on my foot like that because of how big they are, and they're not supposed to be that big. So it's whether that they are real and they're just damaged because I'm not wearing them properly, but a big part of me thinks these are fake. If anybody actually kind of knows whether they're real or not, then please let me know, because I've stopped wearing them just in case they are fake. So, but I love this colorway. It's one of my favorite ones. I think it's really cool. So I'll show you guys some clips of them, I guess. But I don't really know if these are real or not. So they look really cool on the foot, as you can see here. But yeah, that was my first experience buying Yeezys. The second time I bought Yeezys, the same thing happened. My second pair were some static 350 V2s, but also they literally had no authenticity guarantee at all. So I have no clue whether these are real or fake or whatever, but yeah, we got these as well. I got them in the right size, so they actually fit this time. Also guys, the other difference with those other ones is probably the box. I mean, if I just quickly show you guys the box, look at this. Look how dodgy the box is. It's made out of like random cardboard, so who actually knows whether those other ones are real? But yeah, there's these. I actually really like this pair. They're actually easy to wear with stuff. They don't actually get as dirty as you think, and I wore them through snow and they were still perfectly fine afterwards. Yeah, we get really deep snow up here and they're just good for everything. But yeah, guys, that's the main two that I kind of wanted to talk about because I do have my doubts about them being fake. But all the ones from here, they've all been authenticity guarantee on eBay. So I know for sure that all these are real. And this is the first time that I know for sure that I bought my first ever completely authentic pair of Yeezy 350 V2s, the MXO. Yeah, I knew as soon as I got these I was going to love them. They're absolutely amazing. I love the detail of the mix effect on these shoes. They're really comfy. They were the most comfiest shoes I've ever bought. So I was like, well, I really think these have fulfilled what I thought would be the most comfiest shoes that you could buy. Then I discovered foam runners exist. So I was like, okay, they look comfy. A lot of people I know said that they were comfy, so I started to look into these things. So I bought my first pair of foam runners. Now, interestingly with these, the box is completely plain, but when you open it up, that's where it says the whole foam runner part. So these shoes, oh, they were just absolutely amazing. So this is where I found one of my favorite ever shoes. Now, haters will say this is ugly. It's not, so get over it. Basically, these are the most comfy shoes and the design of them is just amazing. They're literally made completely out of foam, so you can literally do anything to them. They do not care at all. They're like completely, they're invincible. You just can't do anything to them, and they can't get dirty either. Most dirt that gets on these, you can just wipe them off with like a cloth or something and they look brand new again. I've worn these pretty much every day for about 3 months and look, they're worn a bit at the bottom, but I mean, obviously that's going to happen. But yeah, these are just amazing. I love these so much because they fulfilled the comfiest ever shoe thing that I was kind of chasing after, so I had to go ahead and get a second pair. So now I have the carbon foam runners, that's what colour these are. I had to decide what colour I wanted for my second pair. Now, did I decide to go with any of the white ones, so the Ararat or the sand colourway? Did I go for the OSHA ones that are a bit more, they kind of blend in with some of the clothes I had? No, I went for the Vermilions. Oh, guys, they just look so good. How can you not love this entire thing? It's invincible, it looks amazing, you can barely get it dirty, and oh, it's just such an amazing colour. I know that it barely goes with anything, so you pretty much have to wear red, but it's definitely a conversation starter, this colour, so yeah, I love wearing these. I've worn these. I wore these on my trip to London that I went on a few months ago, and they're so comfy, these shoes. They are the comfiest shoes I own. So the only unfortunate thing is I got them around winter time, and yeah, I needed something that was a bit more suitable for the cold, and shoes that have holes in them really kind of weren't it. So after doing some more research into what other kinds of Yeezys there were, I discovered the Yeezy Quantum. So when I was deciding to buy my Quantums, this is the Flash Orange colorway, by the way. I almost went over to the dark side and bought a pair of Jordan 1s because they have the same kind of silhouette as this, but I've never had a shoe that has all this kind of top bit here. They've always been kind of cut off. They've been like the low versions, so I stayed with Yeezy and I'm so glad I did. These are some of the most comfiest shoes. Not as comfy as the foam runner, I'll admit, but for autumn, winter, the colours just match perfectly, especially for autumn. And this kind of extra support here is really underrated. These are supposed to be for basketball, but I don't care. These are like proper boots. They're so amazing. They sound so good as well when you walk in them. And the amount of detail, the texture and stuff on these is like amazing. There's the sole, it's a bit dirty because I wear these a lot now because it's autumn. But yeah, these are some of the most insane shoes that I've ever bought. They're so good and I just love these. Okay, so as an honourable mention, we do have my Yeezy slides. This is the azure colour, which just looks amazing. Now, I've never really been a big fan of slides, but I found myself just continuing to wear my foam runners indoors because of how comfortable they were. And I was like, well, Yeezy made slides for this, so we might as well get those as well. So now we have Yeezy slides, and these are some of the coolest design shoes I think ever. So yeah, I had to get some of these, and I don't think I could live without them at this point. I use these basically when I'm editing videos, just lounging about my house, stuff like that, because I don't really want to take them outside. I feel like they'll get ruined, and I love these, and I want to look after them, so yeah, I think I'm just going to wear these indoors and just never take them outside. But yeah, guys, that's kind of going to wrap it up for my shoe collection video. No Nike shoes, as you can see here, there's none here, guys, because they're awful. Oh, actually, funny story, though. I was at Aldi the other day, and guess what Aldi had? Aldi Air Force Ones! So I guess you could say that I have a Nike shoe. Look at this! I just found it hilarious, because look at these. They look better than, like, all of the Air Force Ones. I'm just going to come out straight away and say it. If you wear Nike Air Force Ones, you're an NPC. Everybody wears them. They look awful when they're dirty. Buy Yeezys instead. Anyway, that is going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my shoe collection. Let me know in the comments what shoes you guys have and what your favourites out of my collection were. But if you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.